Let's do it. FightHype.com. Sean Zittel here with the 2022 Prospect of the Year, undefeated lightweight Keyshawn, the businessman Keyshawn Davis, co-headlining April 8th on ESPN alongside, former unified super featherweight champ Shakur Stevenson, taking on Anthony Yiggett, 26-2, a big lightweight, a guy who's fought at 140, fought guys like Rolly Romero, But Keyshawn, before we get into that, man, I just got to ask you, what'd you think of that fight last Saturday? A lot of people still buzzing over Benavidez and Plant.
Yeah, I feel like it was a good fight for real, and I really need to go back and watch it for real because I fell asleep on it. But for what I was told and for what I expected, before I was told, Benavidez lost the first 4 or 5 rounds, which was kind of expected, and then he started beating Caleb Plant up, and he didn't stop him. But I kind of wasn't surprised about the stoppage because Canelo stopped him in 11 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And when I was asking people, could Benavidez beat Canelo? They like, oh hell no. So it's like, why would you expect Benavidez to stop Caleb Plant? So really, what I'm saying is it kind of how the fight went, kind of what expected for me. You know what I'm saying? Him not stopping him, Caleb Plant winning the first few, and then him just dominating the whole round, like the rest of the fight.
Who do you feel like, you got a different style than both guys, but me and you, sometimes we've talked about you're this really skilled fighter. But do you want to do it going forward, or do you want to do it, sitting back and on the back foot, side to side? Who do you feel like you're developing closer to, a Benavidez type style or a Caleb Plant type style?
Oh, definitely Benavidez. Definitely Benavidez. I feel like the fans didn't get to see me box on my back foot yet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't fight a guy like an Isaac Cruz yet that would really force me to back up. You know what I'm saying? And probably wouldn't be scared to take my punches. You know what I'm saying? But I can fight like that. You go back and watch my amateur fights. All my amateur fights with no headgear, I was fighting on my back foot. So I just didn't have to pull it out yet. But I really feel like I'm developing more so like a Benavidez. But in my fights, I don't get hit though. I do not get hit at all. So more so on my front foot, I would say I'm developing like him.
Well, yeah, we see guys like Canelo on the front foot, but super slick, arguably the best defense. So you could have a great defense going forward, right?
Right. For sure. You can, for sure. There was plenty of fighters that had good defense coming forward. Shoot, it was plenty of fighters that fought with their hands down in the middle of the ring and still can. It's just, how you gonna do it.
And just to close on the Benavidez stuff, how would you see that fight going with Canelo?
I just see Canelo just being Canelo for real. I don't really see him switching up a lot of things that he's been doing for Benavidez. And then Canelo fought Bivol at a higher weight class than Benavidez. So, like I said, I don't really see him switching up a lot of things he already doing, and he got that power carrying down. So, it's really, you should have asked it for the other way around. What Benavidez probably do different. You know what I'm saying?
No, I just mean who would you favor to win? Not so much what would each guy have to do different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I definitely favor Canelo. Just more skill, more experience.
And for yourself, man, April 8th, Anthony Yiggett, again, good fighter, man, 26-2, southpaw that likes to move a lot. How do you first of all, how you see him dealing with that? A solid size lightweight southpaw who likes to move around the ring.
I really feel like Anthony Yiggett likes to fight. Honestly, I really feel like he likes
that Rolly fight where Rolly had him moving a little bit,
Yeah, and Ivan Baranchyk.
And Ivan Baranchyk.
See, he only move with guys like that. You understand what I'm saying? Guys that can punch, guys that can really move him. You know what I'm saying? So me really going into this fight, I'm really expecting 2 styles out of this guy. Maybe he might press me and come forward, or maybe he might box around the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm feeling like he probably don't even know how I'm gonna come in the ring too. You know what I'm saying? So he don't know how strong I am. He don't know how I crack. Him personally, he probably feel like he don't know if he can be able to take my punches, or he probably is gonna take my punches. Then he gonna start coming forward. That's the type fighter he is. He just a fighter. You know what I'm saying? whatever weakness he feel like he got over somebody, he gonna attack that. You know what I'm saying? Or if he feel like he gotta box you around the ring because he don't want to get hit, then he gonna try to do that. But I just feel like I'm just too dominant all the way around for him to do anything to me. You know what I'm saying? He's good at a lot of stuff, but I'm just great. I'm, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's just what's gonna show.
You know how these measuring stick fights can go sometimes. Do you want to one up Rolly Romero's performance? I think he stopped him in 6 or 7. You get one, maybe 2 rounds in that fight though before getting stopped. Do you think about that at all?
Well, really, like if you go back and watch, all my fights, all my 7-0 fights, or just my recent ones for last year, and you watch me fight those opponents, you go watch those opponents fight those other top prospects. I did my opponents way worse than anybody ever did to the same opponents. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of just outdoing anybody, like I've been saying before, I'm not looking to outdo nobody. I'm just gonna go in there, and I'm pretty sure the businessman gonna take care of business.
Right. Yeah, because I think guys who fought like Burgos would have fights with guys like Haney and Mikey Garcia back then. So, fans could go back and see what happened in your fight versus theirs. So, but, being that, they're co-headlining with Shakur, who I know you guys are basically like brothers, and so how do you guys navigate the lightweight division these days when you're both in the same division now and you got the same goals? You want the belts.
Well, shoot. The sanctioning bodies is, making it easy for guys because, they adding belts to the weight class. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to have thousands of belts out here, then thousands of guys gonna be champion.
So you guys trying to run it like the Klitschko brothers ran the heavyweight division?
Hey, if that's what you want to call it, I mean, I don't care how you call it. All I know is I'm gonna be champion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be champion. You know what I'm saying? People already know I should record coming, but I'm gonna be champion. Just know that.
A lot of hitters in this division, not just terms of skills, but punching power. Where does your power stack in the division right now?
I
Tank.
feel like it's just gonna show when I start fighting them contentions, the real contender fights, like because prospects supposed to stop these guys at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I really want people just to y'all can go back and look at them last fights, but really, how I'm coming for this year, all them fights don't mean nothing to me. All them fights was development, prospect, get your feet wet, first year pro fights. And I was moving fast. Okay, so what? That's how I feel. Now I'm fighting contenders and I'm about to be a world champion. So I'm looking at myself like I'm 0-0. I'm putting myself where I always wanted to be in my whole life. And I'm about to be a world champion. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't even care about that 7-0 for real and all them people I done did and all that stuff I done did. Everything up right now and forward, that's what matters.
Yeah, because you got the prospect of the year last year. So what is the main goal for this year?
Shoot, world title. And if I can get in my way, I would want to fight for the world title my next fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I'm ready. I'm 24 years old, about to be 25 next year. I'm ready. I'm not here to play no games. I don't care about, me being 7-0 and I don't care about none of that no more. It's time to flip the chapter. I'm trying to be world champion
So you would fight the winner of Haney Lomachenko this year?
for sure.
Damn, that'd be a hell of a step up, man. Fighters always make so much to me about experience. And I know you got the best amateur pedigree in the division, but still, how would is
How
that
can
not
you
just,
get that? How can you get that experience if you never put yourself in that predicament? I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to play. Like I got the skill. All I need in my eyes, like you feel me, is just the rounds. I just need rounds of going 10 rounds or just going rounds. I just need rounds. You know what I'm saying? I got the skill and the ability. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I can do. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
do you feel like
I,
Haney's going to come out on top in that fight?
for sure, I feel like Devin Haney is going, be Devin Haney, but I feel like Lomachenko is just going to probably open up things that people probably never seen in Devin Haney because Lomachenko is great in himself too. You know what I'm saying? So it's still gonna be a very interesting fight. It's definitely going 12. I don't see nobody getting stopped. If somebody gets stopped, then that's something we probably all didn't expect. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a hell of a fight for 12 rounds. Very interesting fight. But I got Devin.
It's you got Devin, but it does sound like you think Lomachenko is going to show up and not look old. And is that right? He's going to make it a good fight or no?
I think he's gonna make it. I think he's gonna make it a good fight. She's gonna air. People want to go off his last fight, but that's his last fight. I feel like he's going off his last fight too. Like, no, I gotta get better. We never know what that man, what he was doing behind closed doors, how he was working and training, because he already knowing what his, he got to fight Devin next. So it's like I'm just not gonna all the way exclude him out the fight. You know what I'm saying? I still think he still got some fight in him, and I think, like I said before, he's gonna probably show us some things that we didn't see out of Devin Haney, because he still is Lomachenko.
Earlier you mentioned, if anything, I'm trending more the Benavidez style than like Plant. We talk about Benavidez and Plant. So wouldn't you and Haney, what kind of style matchup is that? I mean, because sounds like you would be bringing the pressure and bringing the heat, and then he's the slick, great boxer. And I mean, how good would that style matchup look?
If me and Haney would fight, you saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to turn around.
Sure. I feel like the fight would really be in the middle of the ring for real. I feel like it's really gonna be about who's gonna take control of the ring, whether somebody's backing up or moving forward, because you can control the ring backing up too. We know this, so I really feel like it's gonna be all about who's controlling the ring. It's not gonna be about who's backing up, who's moving forward. No, who's the smarter boxer in there, and then the abilities of us being fast and strong and powerful, all that stuff is gonna play a part. But it's gonna be about who's controlling that ring.
Well, if it's in the center of the ring, they usually that favors the boxer with the better jab and all that. So, some people would say that Keyshawn, doesn't that sound like that favors Haney in the center of the ring? You got to get him to the ropes like the pressure fighter first at certain points, or break it down.
Like I said before, y'all didn't even see me fight on my back foot yet in professional. I didn't have to do that yet. But every opponent, like I said, go back and watch my last 7 fights. But I feel like for every opponent, not only did I get better, but I fought differently. Yeah, I was moving forward, but go back and watch of how I dropped that dude this time, or how I went to the body more this time, or shit just be different for every opponent. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just do shit differently for every opponent.
Complete fighter.
I'm a dominant. I just feel like I'm dominant all the way around, and I just feel like I've been showing that the reason why people is comparing me to people that's 17-0. People is comparing me to Tank. I'm 7-0, and out of the first, I'm contending. You know what I'm saying? So shit just different over here. Them guys, a lot of them guys, they 7-0s wasn't my 7-0. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I'm there now, walking in it, and it's just time for me.
Two contenders that I keep seeing your name out there with that get people excited, but I don't know how realistic they are because they're with different promoters than you. Frank Martin and Richardson Hitchens. I know Hitchens is up at 40 now, but Frank Martin's at 135. Are those fights even realistic? Should we even really give them thought? And what do you think about those fights? And
no fights is realistic because we still are boxers at the end of the day, and shit, it can happen. We still young in our careers and everything. Like, we're not old or nothing like that. So, but just the size of the street and Africa, you know what I'm saying? That's the shit that make things hard.
with
Ultimately, like, what do I think about the fights? Africa at 140. You feel me? So
yeah.
I'm at 35, so that's irrelevant. So, me and Frank Martin, I feel like that's probably really gonna come into play at is maybe us trying to go for the same title, maybe, or just the fight just keep getting built up. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like with that fight, it's just already kind of like made. Like, It's just all about if they want to fight. Cause shit, I want to fight. Ain't no sugarcoating nothing that I do, and the fans know that shit. Ain't no sugarcoating nothing that I do or say.
I saw you talking about it with Errol. It looked like for back on social media a little bit.
Hell no? Why would I fight Earl? I want to fight Frank.
No. Because Errol, not Errol, not fight Errol. Errol managing, the Ghost managing Martin. Talking with him about fighting Martin, not about fighting Errol.
Oh yeah, I don't know what they got going on. They probably I don't know what they got going on, but I'm willing to fight. I know that.
I mean, that'd be a hell. I mean, you guys are both super skilled and strong. Southpaw versus Orthodox. Yeah, that'd be a great matchup.
Yeah, it's just weird because it's like it's weird because it's like it's just one thing that I don't get. He nice and shit. You feel me? Like I respect him. He nice, but people just want to throw the experience part in there. I'm just trying to figure out at the end of the day, how do he got more experience than me? When bro started fighting like at 17, 18 years old, which is great. He made it this far, 17-0. But come on, man, I've been fighting since I was 9 years old. Amateurs, in and out of amateurs, made it all the way to the Olympics. Now I'm doing what I'm doing right now. And people want to say experience. He gonna beat me because of experience. If y'all want to bet on experience, all right.
Well, I guess they're talking about pro fights. The more
Which don't make no sense to me because when you go back and look at BoxRec, I'm already caught up to his experience in professionals with 8 rounders. It's just statistically they not making sense. They just going off perception. You know what I'm saying? What things look to be. And he's fighting, whatever. But all I'm saying is, it's like, if the shoe was on the other foot and I was 17-0 and he was 7-0, go back on BoxRec, I wouldn't even be fighting him. So that's what I'm saying. People want to talk about experience and, throwing, saying shit like getting spoon fed. Don't go off perception now. Go off facts.